Oof. Okay. So you've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Everybody, their entire grandmama been waiting for this. Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer. People already in. This trailer literally just went up. Let's get right on to it. Let's get to it. Oof.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
Oh, this looking good.
You wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man. We started getting some visitors. From every
My boy Green Goblin, he got the classic suit on. Electro? Okay. Doc Ock, obviously. Doc Ock.
Hello, Peter.
Okay.
You're not Peter Parker.
He doesn't recognize him. So he is from the other dimension.
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
He still looks good.
There are
Like
other
Spider-Man
jobs
2
that
came out like in
send
what,
them
2002 or something?
So
He still look good.
this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
It's Christmas.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. There are
Going
dangers
on.
are
Is
you.
that Aunt May running? Hello?
You're not gonna take this away from me.
Electro. Jamie Foxx Electro, let's go.
You're struggling. Damn it.
Alright, he's following. What is happening to the earth?
While the world tries to make you choose.
Happy? Sandman is in here.
I can't save everyone. What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
They didn't show Toby or Andrew. So either they are doubling down. They are doubling down on like not showing them, which to me is good. Because if people already know that they're apparently going to be in this movie, there's no reason why they have to go all out, like go crazy. This has 26 comments. Like, to me, they don't have a single reason to just go complete crazy on this. Everybody's gonna see this movie regardless. You don't need to show them in this movie. But it's still crazy regardless. They got, I didn't even know Sandman's gonna be in there too? Hold up, let's go back. Some of this stuff we've seen multiple times.
There isn't.
Jamie Foxx is Electro, ladies and gentlemen. Can we take a moment to admire how he looks now?
Take this away from me.
And he had the classic, like, he had like the electricity over his face that looks like his mask from the comics. That's a nice touch. Yeah, that looks really good. That's a good call. His suit looks so much better now. My boy looked like he got Tim's on. He got Tim's or something. I don't know.
Away from me.
Look completely CGI there.
You're struggling. Damn everything you want.
This design of the Green Goblin looks so weird to me. He looks younger. Like, I know it's just a suit, but this suit looks so small. He looks like looks more like a green alien. Like, I don't know. This suit looks almost exactly the same, but it doesn't look like he's in this suit. That's for sure. It doesn't look like he's in this suit at all to me, which probably makes sense. But um, yeah, this looks weird. I always thought the design for his outfit looks weird. It looks goofy and funny, but at the same time, it works for him. Like just hearing his voice, he's not like a. I wouldn't say Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man movie was ever like very terrifying. He was so much of a threat, but he was more menacing. He felt like a deranged psychopath, which makes sense. He felt more of a. I don't want to say anything that's gonna get somebody to come at me, but he felt more like a Joker to me. But let me just move on before I get in trouble. This is another interesting happy here. Sandman. They went through that fast, bro. Oh, that's the lizard. I didn't even notice that. They have the lizard in this trailer too.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone.
I swear to God, they're trying so hard to tease like Toby and Andrew being in this trailer, but then they're like, nope, nope, you're gonna have to watch the movie, which is so smart. People are gonna watch this movie regardless. You don't need to see them in this damn trailer. You don't need to see them. This scene that's coming up is reminiscent of Gwen and Peter, Andrew's Peter, to me a little bit. Also reminiscent. This reminds me so much of like Spider-Man 3. It reminds me of Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. Like those sequences reminded me so much, which is good because I always thought that the fight scenes were really good in Spider-Man 3, even if the plot wasn't the best.
What's happening? They're starting to come through.
This is when I'm thinking like they're teasing that they're gonna show up, but they didn't do it.
And I can't
Unless I
stop
didn't see
them.
it.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.
I mean, come on, they're definitely gonna show up in this movie now. If they got the entire Sinister Six out, and like, it's very interesting actually that they were able to, and this is very cool. They were able to bring the Sinister Six into this movie by bringing the villains from the other movie. That's a very cool way to introduce the Sinister Six. You got Doc Ock and you got Green Goblin. Is Green Goblin even part of the Sinister Six? I don't even think so. But yeah, it's you know unique Sinister Six. Probably not even six people. But yeah, you got Doc, Green Goblin, Sandman from Tobyverse. Let's call it Tobyverse. And you got Electro and Lizard from Andrewverse. Who else is in this movie? They're like a sixth villain that I don't remember in here. Mysterio. Mysterio, if he comes back, very possible he might come back in the end of this movie. Who knows? What if like at the end of the movie they're like, this is all a joke, a dream? I didn't even go to jail, Peter. I'm sorry, I lied. Yeah, all of it's a joke. Psych. Oof. But I love how they advertise the Spider-Man game because the Sinister Six, in the first Spider-Man movie, the first Spider-Man game. In general, Sony and Spider-Man. Let's look through some of this again.
We started getting some visitors.
You know what I think is going to happen in this movie? I think the majority of this movie is going to be an original, contained in Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe. And then in the last, 10 minutes, I think both Toby and Andrew's going to pop up as Spider-Man and come and help him. I think that's what's going to happen here. I don't think they're going to be in this movie a lot. A lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, it's going to be Spider-Verse. And I don't want this to be a Spider-Verse movie. Because I don't think Tom Holland, he only got 2 movies and then it would be Spider-Verse. No. At first I thought I would like that idea, and then I'm like, no man, he needs more. I hope like he gets more movies after this, but I don't know what's gonna happen. We might just get even a new Spider-Man, but I hope we work more with his. But because it's crazy. I always feel like Tom Holland's a great Spider-Man, but people don't like his Spider-Man sometimes because that usually his movies have something it relies on in the background, as if you need a reason to see a Spider-Man movie. First movie, Homecoming, so much Tony Stark, so much Tony Stark. Even the main villain has a grudge against Tony Stark than he does against Spider-Man, and it's like that big issue for him, right? Second movie relies on Tony Stark again. I'm like, you know, Tom, I don't know Tom, but Pete, Peter trying to get over Tony's death from Endgame spoilers and moving on and basically just struggling with himself a little bit there. That movie, coming to terms with himself, I think. And now this movie is going to rely on not any Tony Stark's type of shit. It's going to rely on people from different universes, which is good that it's still a Spider-Man experience. Like this is 100% a Spider-Man movie. There's no outside influences, but this is 100% Spider-Man goodness that we are. Like I said, I love the fact that they are able to get like a Sinister Six going from all the different Spider-Man universe. That is fucking dope. That is 100% dope. I don't know if these guys are going to stay. This might just be Tom Holland's last Spider-Man movie. He might just, because I think this storyline is based off of what is it, A Brand New Day from the comics, where Peter literally makes a deal with who is it, Mistifo or something like that, the devil, because everybody knew he was Spider-Man, and he gave up his marriage. This is the most ridiculous because I think Aunt May died or something too. It's like he gave up his marriage with Mary Jane so he can get rid of everyone's memory of him being Spider-Man and turned everything back. And I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing I read in a while, but I still enjoy it for how crazy and wacky it is, you know? Like Spider-Man's just on that type of level where he can make a deal with the devil just to get rid of he's that important of a superhero that his life will be on the line constantly, all the people he care about. It sounds ridiculous when you write about it, but it's like, wouldn't you do that if you wanted to protect the people that you love? Like, it's kind of hard.
From every universe.
Hello, Peter.
Hello, Peter. But yeah, that's crazy, man. He looks so good. Like, Spider-Man 2 was a long time ago. He looks exactly the same to me. Even better, I would say.
You're not Peter Parker.
Why did Why did his suit turn off when he did that?
You're not Peter Parker.
How did he not get a concussion? I know he's Spider-Man, but how did he not get a concussion with his head backing into that with his helmet off? That's the one thing about like the MCU. No one keeps their like fucking helmet on or their mask on for like longer than a minute. You have to see what they actually look like at all times. That's how they get the top billing. But yeah, I'm excited to see this movie, man. Part of me is like, I gotta go to theaters to see this fucking movie. Like, theaters is definitely the best way to experience a movie. I'm glad I saw Endgame in theaters instead of like it coming out during the pandemic and didn't get to experience it with the raw live audience, everybody cheering on for specific scenes. But man, it's gonna be weird trying to go back in the theater to watch this movie. That's why I hope it's really good too. Because if I'm gonna go back out in the theater to watch a movie, man, this is going to be the movie. And I feel like they're gonna knock out of the park. I think people are gonna be disappointed. I don't think Toby or Andrew is going to be in this movie for that much at all, but I'm fine with that. I don't want this to be nothing other than Tom Holland movies with like the nice cameos of all these other things happening. But yeah, that's it for me. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I appreciate it if you do. Bye.